Hey guys, what's up? Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. My name is Dana, and today we're going to be talking all about my February favorites. Now, I just went through my feed, and the last time I posted a monthly favorites was way back in June of last year. So we are definitely overdue. However, if you keep up with me over on Instagram, TikTok, or if you've just been keeping up with my latest content, a lot of these you have heard about just because I've been obsessing over them. I think this was the only product that I didn't really do a demo of. I did poll you guys a while ago over on Instagram, and it seems like a lot of you prefer to have like some sort of B-roll footage of me actually using the product. So this is one that I forgot about because it's a product that I reserve for nighttime. This is from the NARS skin line. It's the light reflecting restorative night treatment. If you are someone who is dry or you just really like something intensely moisturizing at night, I think you would love this. The texture of this almost reminds me of bag balm, maybe not quite as sticky. So I like to go in at night and slather this all over my face, except for my under eyes, just because I am someone who's prone to milia. And I tend to get that whenever I use anything that's a little bit too thick. So that's really the only area that I avoid. I've been using this pretty much ever since I got it in PR. I've been loving that. One other skincare product, this is a little bit more of a cheat because I didn't get this until like mid-February. If you guys are into K-beauty products, I just recently uploaded a haul all about products that I got. I tested them out on camera with you guys. This is from the brand Dermabeads, the Intensive Barrier Multi-Oil 5 non-added formula. I love slathering this all over my body after I get out of the shower. Several of you guys asked if I do a moisturizer first and then this. I like to apply this first and then I go in with a body cream on top. It has a very, very light fragrance. In fact, in that haul video, I think I mentioned it's just kind of like a slightly scented, unscented product. It's very, very like reminiscent of baby oil, but way like the scent of baby oil, but not quite as strong as that. Like if I really go in and sniff, I can kind of smell that sort of smell, but not as powdery as baby oil. So it's really easy to layer other things on top of it. But if you have crusty, dusty legs or elbows or arms, this is amazing. I've tried a few other body oils in the past, like the, shoot, what's that really popular one? Why do I keep thinking Noxema? It's not Noxema, Neutrogena, right? I tried that one in the past and it was nice, but I do prefer this much more. This on YesStyle right now, I believe is around $11 to $12. I do have a coupon code if you spend $49 or more. I had mentioned over on Instagram stories that I purchased the body wash as well. While I do like the body wash, I just wasn't blown away by it compared to how I am with the barrier oil. This is something I will definitely repurchase. I've noticed a huge difference in the way that my legs look and feel. I've mentioned this before, but like if you wear black leggings a lot and you have really dry skin, you'll get that like dusting of crusty leg skin. No more. It's like completely gone. I freaking adore this and I will repurchase it over and over again. This is from the brand Naming. If you've been with me for a while, then you know I have an entire love affair with their Naming cream blushes. They're just stunning. This is the Dewy Water Skin Tint SPF 32 PA+++. This comes in 3 different variations. There's like a primer water, minty, and then rosy. So I have the rosy one. As you can see from the demo, it does leave a white cast on the skin, but I use it as a primer and I kind of use that, not even fully white, it's more of like a pearly white pink tone. And I just feel like it kind of like brightens up any of the sallowness on my face. I don't have any issues of it pilling or anything. And I just feel like it adds instant brightness to my skin. Next up, speaking of brightening, I love this product so much. I know I was really late on this. I don't think I got this until like the end of January. I finally found it in stock at Target, and then I purchased a deeper shade at CVS recently. So my all over shade is shade 3. Even on days whenever I don't want to go in with any foundation, I just really like the way that this looks on my face. I adore these. I would never purchase the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter again. The coverage, the color, everything of this, I prefer way more. For whatever reason, anytime that I mention Charlotte Tilbury, I feel like I have to mention the Auric Glow Lust, but that's just like my holy grail. But I haven't picked up the Auric Glow Lust since getting these. So that says a lot because I have stood by Glow Lust for a couple years now. Like ever since it came out, I've been stuck on that one. I love it. I still love it, but sometimes you just get burnt out of the product and you want something new. This for $14, absolutely love. This is from the K-beauty brand Unleashia. It's their Shaper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer in #1 Clear. I had to mention this in the K-beauty video that I did, that this looked a lot like the Refi Brow, so I was really curious about it. I've been gung-ho about the not to be spiked glue gel, something like that. It's the same eyebrow gel that I've used for like over 2 years now, but I've just been really curious about the Refi Brow. I didn't want to pay that price, but then I saw this on YesStyle. This was like $9 or $10. I've been using it ever since, and the Got2b has kind of been pushed to the back of the drawer. I'm sure I'll revisit it. Even after applying this, I still like to go in with the e.l.f. Brow Gel Applicator. The spoolie side I still use, but I just really like the flat metal side to push everything down just to really get that molded brow look. So if you're someone who likes the look of the Got2b gel, but you just felt like it was a little bit too stiff and crunchy, give this one a go. All right, moving on. Haus Labs. This is another product that I was late getting. I had hauled this several videos back. I have mine in the shade 210 Light Medium Neutral. I love this. Every single time that I wear it, I'm always so happy with the finished look. It looks like skin, it's like breathable. It doesn't feel like anything is on my face, but it's like I still get the coverage. That's just a win-win in my book. Now, originally I had gone into Sephora for the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I have this in 11N. While I like it, this just seems so mediocre compared to Haus Labs. They give two totally different finishes while they both feel really nice and lightweight on the face. If you're someone that just likes really healthy looking skin that almost has like a slight plumping effect, Haus Labs is where it's at. I wish I would have just bought this in a separate shade versus the Makeup by Mario. That's a bold statement because I know so many people are head over heels for this. One thing I will say is that Surreal Skin is longer wearing, but if you like other foundation recommendations from me, I'm telling you, go with Haus Labs. I decided to revisit an old classic. This is just Benefit Hoola. I have so many bronzers and I get like stuck on one for months and months and months. For a while, it was the Hourglass Radiant Skin. Isn't that what it's called? Radiant Skin. It's Ambient Skin, Ambient Bronzer and Radiant Light. I think that's what it is. While I still love that, I'm sure I'll go back to it. I grabbed this a few weeks ago and I've been using it ever since. It's just a pretty classic bronzer. Originally I had grabbed NARS Laguna, but that's one that I always bounce back and forth to. So I was like, let me go back into Benefit Hoola. I kind of forgot what it was like and I really do like it. Now, if you're keeping up with me over on Instagram stories, you would have saw that I recently purchased the Maybelline Superstay. This is a powder foundation. I personally don't love powder foundations, but I thought this would be so pretty. I just love the tone of it for a bronzer, and I ended up loving it. It's actually what I have on my eyes as just an easy eyeshadow, but if you are looking for a long wear bronzer and you don't mind something that's slightly like red toned, 360 is so pretty, but you only need the tiniest amount because this thing is freaking pigmented. But this month's favorite was definitely Benefit Hoola. This is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. I have mine in the shade 5 Pretty Peach. I think there was maybe like 8 to 9, 8 to 10 shades. This is the one that stood out to me the most. I will say in the packaging, it doesn't look like much, but as you can see from the swatch, it just gives this really pretty built-in glow to it. Whenever you go in with a brush, it does look very powdery and dusty, but once you take the time to buff it in, it just gives your skin that really pretty radiant glow. But I still like to go in with something else on top. This combination is so pretty. Both of these products are extremely affordable as well. This is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush. I had tried not the Luminous Putty Bronzer, but just the original Putty Bronzer. I was not a fan of that, so I kind of held off when these first launched, but then I was in Ulta and the shade just kind of caught my eye. This applied on top of the Essence Pure Nude Blush is such a stunning combo. It's pretty on its own as well, but whenever I just applied it on its own, I was like, oh yeah, that's nice. I did wear it, but then I kind of forgot about it. I pulled it back out whenever I first got this and tried it together, and now it's like the blush combo I've been going to every day. Back to another product from that K-Beauty haul. This is from the brand The Sem. It's an extremely affordable brand. I kind of feel like it's the Korean version of e.l.f. This is one of their single blushers in the shade Gold Volume Light. I think there's maybe 2 highlighters in the collection. There's a ton of blushes, like really fun dusty lavender, tangerine, bright pink, bold terracotta shades. These are like under $5, but this highlighter is so pretty. I love this as an inner corner highlight as well. It's a product that you just need a tiny little dip of because it is so extremely pigmented. The first time I applied it, I went a little too much. I didn't realize and I had to tone it down with a sponge, but It's such a gorgeous highlighter. This performs like a high-end highlighter, but at e.l.f. prices. It is so stunning. Next up for lips, I have two different products. If you guys follow me over on TikTok or Instagram Reels, I had done a swatch of all the Lawless, I think they're called plumping tinted balms. But I will say they don't have that much of a plumping effect. If you're used to the Lawless glosses, those I feel way more of a plumping, smoothing effect. While these are smoothing, I wouldn't really say that the tinted balms are plumping. Like there's a very, very subtle sort of minty feel, but it goes away pretty quickly. The shade Georgie though, this got promoted to purse status immediately. If you just love like a really easy rosy mauve shade, this is so nice. As you can see, they are really sheer, so I like to go in with a lip liner base underneath and then just apply this on top. Now the very first time I applied them, I was kind of like, but then I realized you kind of have to warm them up a bit, like from the first initial application. After that, they seem to glide right on. And then finally, the shade that's on my lips right now, I'm pretty sure that this has been in a monthly favorites before, like last year. This is the Revlon Color Satin Ink in the shade Smokin' Hot. I love colors like this. In the Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks, I think it was a shade either Globetrotter or Amazonian. I used to wear those two all the time as well. While I like a true red lip, I definitely prefer something more like this where it has that neon orange tangerine, not tangerine, almost like OPI Cajun shrimp in a lip color. That's what I would say this is. But I really like how this one never fully dries down on the lips. It doesn't transfer super easily. It transfers some. It doesn't dry down completely like the Maybelline Superstay ones. And I just like that it doesn't feel dry or crusty on the lips. And there you have it, all of my favorites from the past month. I would love to hear about some of your go-to products, or if you've tried any of these, what are your thoughts? If you want to hang out some more, I'll go ahead and link some videos here for you, or you can always go give me a follow on TikTok and Instagram. I'm always chatting on the DMs over there. Yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.